The history of Halloween. It's very interesting. We take everything for granted. But let's go back to where it started. Halloween is the celebration the ancient Celts called Samhain. This marks the Celtic beginning of the new year and winter. This celebration starts at sunset on October 31st to sunset November 1st. Samhain means November in this Celtic culture. It is the gateway to winter, where the veils are especially thin between these worlds of the seen and unseen. The Celts call the unseen realms the other world, a place of beauty, rest, and renewal. Samhain is a time in the cycle of the year for slowing down, for connecting to your deep self and resting there in the healing power of your inner nature. It is the turning of the seasons where you can commune with the earth mother's womb from which all is created and is birthed. This marks the time to honor the worlds of the seen and the unseen, out our everyday world and the worlds of imagination, mystery, and spirit. It was a celebration of darkness, and I don't mean darkness as in evil, but rather a darkness that represents the unknown, the void, the subconscious mind, the realm of intuition, and all we cannot logically see or comprehend. Samhain was also a time when the veils between the realms of the living and the afterlife were said to be thin. The ancient Celts tapped into this energy with rituals to celebrate death, to honor those in the afterlife, and to gain insight into the darker hidden realms of existence. Their belief was that in integrating and accepting the darkness, the knowledge and power of the light is also renewed. Connect with the realms of spirit. Since Halloween is a time in which the spirit world is more active and the veil between realms is thin, it's a perfect time to consciously tune into the realms of spirit too. Honor your ancestors and loved ones in spirit. Light a candle in remembrance of them. Speak to them. They do hear and look for signs from your departed, and do look for signs from your departed loved ones. As the veil thins, and as we feel the presence of our ancestors and those we cherish who have passed over, many seasonal decorations can help do this. The jack-o'-lantern illuminates a path so the spirit of our ancestors can find their way. Apples are used to feed the dead. To leave an apple near your door or on a plate at the table is very beneficial. Also, set a place at the table for your ancestors and celebrate with them the passing of another season and the closing of another year. Or just heightening your intuition can help, and tune into your natural psychic abilities so you can connect with the guidance and insight of your guides and angels. You might simply gather some colorful autumn leaves to place in a bowl on your kitchen counter to acknowledge what you would like to shed in your life and what you would like to seed deep within you for rebirth and renewal. Straddling the line between fall and winter, plenty and paltry, life and death, Halloween is a time of celebration and superstition. Today's Halloween traditions. The American Halloween tradition of trick-or-treating probably dates back to the early All Souls' Day parades in England. During the festivities, poor citizens would beg for food, and families would give them pastries called soul cakes in return for their promise to pray for the family's dead relatives. The distribution of soul cakes was encouraged by the church as a way to replace the ancient practice of leaving food and wine for roaming spirits. The practice, which was referred to as going a-souling, was eventually taken up by children who would visit the houses in their neighborhood and be given ale, food, and money. The tradition of dressing in costume for Halloween has both European and Celtic roots. Hundreds of years ago, winter was an uncertain and frightening time. Food supplies often ran low, and for many people afraid of the dark, the short days of winter were full of constant worry. On Halloween, when it was believed that ghosts come back to the earthly world, people thought they would encounter ghosts if they left their homes. To avoid being recognized by these ghosts, people would wear masks when they left their homes after dark, so that the ghosts would mistake them for fellow spirits. On Halloween, to keep ghosts away from their houses, people would place bowls of food outside their homes to appease the ghosts and prevent them from attempting to enter. Halloween evolved into a secular, community-based event characterized by child-friendly activities such as trick-or-treating in a number of countries around the world. As the days grow shorter and the nights get colder, people continue to usher in the winter season with gatherings, costumes, and sweet treats. Leave treats on your doorstep to protect yourself from the wandering spirits, and dress in costume to hide from those in spirit who may try to approach you that you don't want. Now you're going to greet those that you do want, your beloved passed on loved ones or pets. Add a spiritual twist to your Halloween celebrations. Bring in the angels, fairies, gypsies into your celebrations instead of the darker, scary, and horror beings. By bringing in more of the light, you will see a difference in your life. With Halloween being a celebration of the ending of a cycle and the death of what has been, it's a powerful time to honor and release what has died and moved on from your reality. Halloween and spiritual protection. Because Halloween is a time in which the veils are thin and many celebrate the holiday without awareness, it's a good idea to consciously keep your energy clear and protected, which is simple to do with using the protection of God's white light. This is especially important if you go to a Halloween party where people are drinking alcohol, or you go see a scary movie, or attend a haunted house, or somewhere that fear and negative energies are being generated and called in, or where people are focusing on the lower horror, spookier spiritual realms. You want to keep it uplifted into a more joyful celebration. And I've enclosed a link in this video for learning spiritual protection for Halloween or any time. Halloween is not a holiday to be feared. Keep yourself spiritually protected and avoid negative dark energies. In doing so, you will find this an extremely enlightening time of year. It's just wise to give a little extra effort towards releasing what no longer serves, honoring your intuition and honoring the incredible life beyond what we can see and understand from our perspective as being in the physical can bring about a sense of peace and renewal to your life. Release and let go. The time on and around Halloween is a perfect opportunity to release and let go. Consciously make an effort to let go of lower emotions and energies tied to past situations, thoughts, and patterns. Take some time to cleanse your energy with a salt bath, a cleansing meditation, or just by consciously cleansing your energy with white light and divine love. Letting go also includes taking the time to honor and release all that you have achieved in the past year. When you shed and let go of all that has been and let what has been completed die and fall away, you tap into the power of the cycles of life and the opportunity to make way for new creative possibilities and opportunities to appear. Halloween gives us an opportunity to welcome the unknown, reflect, release, and bring a little extra magic and intuition into everyday life. We've just headed into the next cycle of life and trust that it will be a wonderful rebirth spiritually. So call it Halloween or Samhain. Take time to celebrate and enjoy this special time of year. Now, I offer a special holiday reading for Halloween that's pretty much unlike anything you've ever seen, and I'm enclosing a link to that here so you can check it out. Wishing you a blessed, peaceful Halloween. This is Cherokee Billy.